What's up, guys? David Chirek here. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Raptors. I mean, the score right now, it's 131 to 125. Jason Tatum at the free throw line. The Celtics won. Coming off that absolutely horrendous game against the Detroit Pistons, once again in this one, missing OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Pat McCaw, and Malachi Flynn, I think. So once again, missing a lot of guys. Coming into this, I wasn't expecting the Raps to win this game or anything, but I do like the fight that they put up a lot more in this game compared to that game against the Pistons. The game against the Pistons, there was just no defense played at all by the Raptors. The Raptors made freaking Wayne Ellington look like Steph Curry. Svi Mikhailuk was going off. I don't even remember how many points those Pistons scored in that game, but they had like 41 points in the first quarter. So a better effort tonight. Once again, the defense wasn't as good as it needs to be, giving up 132. But this is a pretty much fully healthy Boston Celtics team, a team that coming into tonight had won 3 in a row, playing really great basketball. Obviously, they're missing Marcus Smart still, but I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all that they're missing. Kemba Walker's been playing great. Jason Tatum has been in a slump, but he bounced back this game. So the fact that you were in this game missing 3 of the best players on your team, and the Celtics are pretty much at full strength is honestly it's pretty impressive. Obviously, you want to win the game. You want to win the game going into the second half of the season, but this is not a terrible game to end the first half on. So talking about that defense in the first quarter, much better defense. Like I said, against the Pistons, I think they gave up 41 points. And in this game, they gave up only 31. So much better defense. The defense kind of slipped in that second quarter there, giving up 35. And once again, in that third quarter, giving up 35 again. Really, the first and the fourth quarters were really the best quarters of this game for the Raptors. That third quarter by the Celtics is really what kind of put this game away. I mean, I don't want to say put it away because it was still like a 6-point game in the fourth quarter there. Maybe, was it 4? It might have been 4 or 3, but yeah, the Celtics won that third quarter 35 to 22. Jason Tatum started going off. Norman Powell had a great first half. He had 21 in the first half, but he only finished this game with 25. I believe he only had 2 points in that third quarter there, so maybe a little bit of fatigue. This is obviously the second night of a back-to-back. You definitely saw the fatigue with Kyle Lowry. Now, don't get it twisted. Kyle Lowry had a great playmaking game. This dude had 19 assists. I believe that's his career high in assists, but he did struggle with his shot. 5 for 18 from the field, 3 for 11 from 3, and only 14 points tonight. But like I said, 19 assists. He was trying his best. It was kind of painful to watch this game offensively for the Raptors because Kyle Lowry, this dude was literally trying, like, giving it his all. Like, 19 assists. That's actually insane, especially with the players that he had surrounding him tonight. Terrence Davis had 22. The bench production from TD and Chris Boucher was actually really impressive. TD with his best game of the season. Now, he did go down with an injury. Hopefully that's nothing serious. So hopefully, prayers up to TD. Hopefully that's not like an ankle sprain or anything, but it looked kind of bad. So hopefully nothing too serious there. But 22 points for TD, 3 boards, 4 assists, very efficient, 8 for 14. This is the TD that we want to see more consistently. He hasn't really had a game like this at all this season. And this season, I feel like he's just been trying to force things too much on the offensive end. Kind of similar to Norman Powell in previous years. But in this game, I didn't really feel like he forced anything. He was just taking the shots that he needed to take. Yeah, he did hit one tough step back 3 in the first quarter, which I was kind of mad when he took that shot, but hey, he made it. So a much better game from TD. That definitely his best game of the season. Chris Boucher, 30 points, 5 rebounds, 11 for 15, hit 5 threes, 5 for 9 from 3. Just a great performance. I mean, the stats don't even show the full story of what he did in this game. Just defensively, he he was great. His energy, and then adding 30 points on top of that, hitting 5 threes, like, he was exposing Robert Williams. Robert Williams, not the greatest perimeter defender, and he was absolutely exposing that tonight. Obviously, hitting 5 threes. Robert Williams, more of like a rim protector. So shout out to Chris Boucher for taking advantage of that. And a lot of that, once again, is Kyle Lowry setting up Chris Boucher, setting up Norm. Norm, last game against the Pistons, 36. This game, 25. 21 in the first half. Norm, his scoring has just gone to like a completely new level this year. Like, he's always been a pretty good slasher, 3-point shooter, but these past couple games, he's hitting these mid-range shots. He's hitting these, I mean, like, it's 3-level scoring. It's just great 3-level scoring. He hit like a tough, last game I think he hit a tough like Kawhi Leonard, DeMar DeRozan-esque mid-range turnaround jumper. This game he had a couple mid-range jumpers, a couple tough floaters, like, and then coming off screens, knocking down threes. Norm is just, his scoring, he's just taking it to the next level, and it's great to see from Norman Powell. Like I said, you saw a little bit of fatigue, and you definitely saw some fatigue with Kyle Lowry too. He's really struggled on second nights of back-to-backs in this game. Why is my camera not focused? I don't know. But Kyle Lowry, he's really, I mean, he's like, what is he, 35, 36? So it makes sense that he would struggle on the second night of a back-to-back. But once again, 19 assists for Kyle Lowry. Tatum, like I said, started taking over. I mean, the Raps did a good job on Tatum and Jaylen Brown in the first half there. Honestly, on Jaylen Brown in general in this game, they did a pretty good job. He only shot 4 for 11. He did have 21 points. But Jaylen Brown got to the line 16 times, guys. That's why this dude had 21 points. He got to the line 16 times. I didn't necessarily like the whistle in this game. I thought the Celtics got a lot of bailout calls, a lot of iffy calls, but I'm not going to blame the rest for this loss. The Raptors just didn't have the better team. Like, I can say with certainty that if the Raptors had Pascal, Fred, and OG, no question they would have won this game if they played with the same energy. But they're just shorthanded, and missing your head coach, missing 5 members of your coaching staff definitely doesn't help either. So overall, I'm happy with the effort that the Raptors put up. Stanley Johnson, this is a great game for Stanley Johnson because at the beginning of the season, he was great, knocking down his shots, playing great defense. The past couple weeks, he hasn't really been able to get into the rotation, but this game, he got 35 minutes tonight, and he got the start tonight, and he dropped 14 points, 5 for 10, hit 4 threes, 4 for 7. He had 3 huge threes in the fourth quarter, including a really deep one that I think it was an 8-point lead, and then he cut it to 5. Obviously, it didn't matter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. Raptors still lost, but yeah. Just a great game for Stanley Johnson's confidence, knocking down those shots. Hopefully he can take a game like this into the second half of the season, and even if he's not getting that much playtime, the playtime that he is getting, hopefully he can capitalize on it and knock down his shots and play good defense, because that's all we really ask for from Stanley Johnson. DeAndre Bembry, would have liked to see more from him tonight, especially getting the start. He only got 19 minutes of playtime because he wasn't that productive in those 19 minutes. 4 points, 3 boards, 4 assists, but how many turnovers? 4 turnovers, so 4 assists, but 4 turnovers as well, minus 11. Just wasn't that much of a positive player tonight. So, yeah, DeAndre Bembry, not the greatest game from him. In terms of the bench, like I said, TD and Chris Boucher were the only people that really got anything going. Paul Watson hit a 3, but Sergio Scariolo going with an 8-man rotation tonight because obviously you have, like a week off with All-Star break, so... I mean, the Raptors gave it their effort, man. They gave it their all. They just came up short. Fatigue got to them in the fourth quarter there. Just didn't play a good enough third quarter defensively or offensively at all. And they fall short by 7. But like I said, I'm happy with this effort. I'm happy that they were in this game. Luckily, Peyton Pritchard and Semi Ojeleye didn't turn into absolute gods and go off in this game. I mean, Peyton Pritchard had a good game. He had, 10 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals. And I had some nice playmaking in there. Hit a couple threes. So, I mean, he's a good player, man. 2 of it, I think Jack said the stat. He's had two 20-point games this season. Both of those games have come against the Raptors. I don't know what it is against the Raptors, but he just turns into a god. Raptors did a better job on him defensively tonight, but he was still very efficient. Just a good backup point guard off the bench. So shout out to Peyton Pritchard. Trying to think what else is there that I want to talk about. Celtics actually went zone in the fourth quarter there, so good job by Brad Stevens to switch up the look a little bit. The Raptors definitely didn't really know what to do when the Celtics went zone, which is kind of disappointing. But the Raps were eating in the paint. Chris Boucher was just getting dimes back and forth. He was eating in the paint. So the Celtics definitely good adjustment there going to the zone in the fourth quarter there. And I think that directly led to a Norman Powell charge, and then I think they didn't score the next possession after that. So that was a good call by Brad Stevens. You got to give him credit. And points in the paint, yeah. Raptors did a good job getting in the paint tonight. It's just they couldn't defend this team when Jason Tatum started hitting tough shots. Like, he hit a super tough one at the end of the fourth quarter there over Stanley Johnson, and you just can't play any better defense than that, and that's what great players do. They hit tough shots. That's what Jason Tatum did tonight, especially in the second half, and the Raptors just fall short. One thing I was kind of peeved at, Norman Powell, I feel like should have been subbed in sooner. He was subbed in at the 5:30 mark in the fourth quarter. Paul Watson was still in the game with 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. That's when he got subbed out for Norm. I feel like you gotta, especially when the game is slipping away a little bit, I feel like you gotta sub Norm in a little bit earlier than that. Maybe Sergio just didn't have a chance, but I would have liked to see Norm get some more time in the fourth quarter there. But yeah, not too much else to say about this game. Just a shorthanded team just giving it their best against the Celtics, which were pretty much at full strength. So the Celtics shouldn't feel too good about this win. And that's going to do it for this Raptors wrap-up. Hopefully the Raptors can... Whoa, can you focus, camera? Hopefully the Raptors can just get healthy. That's really what they need to focus on. Hopefully we'll get our guys back for the second half, and hopefully they can make a run and hopefully make the playoffs. So that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.